So Nuno has insisted I say something funny about him and microbiology. And
that's not what I meant. No.
All right, we're back.
Yes.
And we are bone dry, even though it's raining, under our lovely little top. And the caravan is also dry, which is pretty nice.
So we are feeling a bit low energy today, and yeah, we're just gonna use the little energy that we have to keep improving this little corner of the land. So Jazz is gonna focus on the ceiling of the caravan, just ripping out the rest of it, seeing what it looks like.
If you saw our last video, you'll know that the floor is done, the bed is done, but the ceiling still requires some attention. So I'm going to assess that today, see what we can do about it. And
I'm going to keep using the teachings of Nuno, who was here with us on the last video. If you guys haven't checked it out, you can watch it here. And yeah, he just left us with some amazing skills and some amazing knots. And I'm going to keep using those to hopefully give a bit more structure to the awning.
So this, of course, is the ceiling in question. I'm gonna rip out another panel that we've left in until now and see what's under that, because this right here is a bit of a mess. This little stake is actually holding up the ceiling because the wall behind it is completely rotten. So I'm gonna pull out the ceiling, see what's under there, and see what we can do to try and replace some of that wood if we have to, and make sure the ceiling doesn't fall on our heads. So here's what was behind that ceiling, and you can see how completely destroyed this is. Just absolutely disintegrating. It's the only thing holding the ceiling up, and this is the only thing holding that up. So I'm gonna try to replace at least half of this beam because I don't have enough wood to go all the way across, and because this side is actually pretty good. So I'll see what I can do today. Hopefully it's salvageable. This part as well in here will need to be replaced because this is having the same problem, and we'll have to do something with the walls as well. But it's a start. Things are getting a bit dire. I've had to pull out a little bit of the wall because it's just, everything's so rotten in there. I think a lot of this is gonna have to come out if I want to do it properly, which while I'm here I probably should. Properly being a very flexible term. I definitely half-ass things, but at least I fully half-ass them. So I'm gonna try and use what scrap wood we have, because that's all we've got on hand, to replace the bits that are rotten in here and see how that goes.
We've just stumbled across something very curious. What we have here is actually a very interesting example of a symbiotic relationship that is established between different species. And here, what we have is an aphid colony, which is a little insect that's actually a bit of a nuisance. And what it does is it latches on to a plant and it feeds from its sap directly. And as a byproduct of that feeding process, it actually releases a dew, processed sap from its back. And what happens sometimes is that ants will actually start protecting or looking over those aphids as a way to farm that sap that comes out of their back, and the aphids get protection from it. Really, really interesting to see it in play, and very, very cool to see it on the land. Little update as well on the olive trees that we had pruned near the lake here. There were some concerns that they may have died from how aggressive that pruning was, but yeah, olives are quite hardy folk, and they are sprouting back happily once more. Pretty much all the ones. That one at the end is sprouting already. This one to my side here is sprouting as well. This one was pretty much burnt up as well from the fire. It was actually on fire at one point. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that is not what we want, ladies and gentlemen. I have just come across a meanie. That is an Asian wasp. They are incredibly invasive, really harmful to a lot of native species, and they are huge. It will hurt bad, but I will try to kill it regardless, somehow. We actually had brought a Asian wasp trap to put on the land today, which is quite serendipitous. Sadly, I wasn't able to catch that one. We'll definitely put up that trap and hopefully catch a couple with it. Just to tell you guys how this works very quickly, so they will come through here. You know, it has a yellow color, which they're obviously attracted to, and then it actually has like a little exit inside. I don't know if you guys can see it, where smaller insects will be able to come out, but the Asian wasp is quite big, so it will be trapped inside. Yeah, shout out to Leclerc, by the way, for their initiative. This is not a paid promotion, but at least in Caldas da Rainha they had this promotion where if you bought some honey from the region, you got one of these traps. So great initiative from them, and we're definitely going to be taking advantage. Also included in the trap was this little package, which is meant to attract Asian wasps. And yeah, so we're going to dilute this in our solution, and then we are going to put this up in a tree, and hopefully next time we come to land we will have caught a bunch of Asian wasps.
Alright, we've got our wasp soup ready. I'm gonna put it up in this tree. The reason we're doing this, by the way, like the reason that we want to catch and kill these wasps is because they're invasive, they're really aggressive, and they kill bee colonies, like they take over bee colonies, and we want lots of bees, so gonna set this up. Hopefully we will catch some. Oh, if you see a wasp, by the way, if you see one of these Asian wasps, you can report it, which Nuno just did. It's at stopvespa.incf.pt. We'll put a link. ICNF.pt. We'll put a link in our description. But yeah, here it is. Hopefully they fall for it, and we'll catch some wasps.
Check back and tell you guys how it went.
Yeah, we will let you know.
So we have a little bit of an issue in this corner of the caravan. Pretty much this was all attached to the wooden frame, which obviously is very, very weakened. So we can't really rely on that to hold it in place anymore. And we were just thinking how to get it done. And what I thought was just to try and hold the two plaques, so the plaque on the side and the plaque in the front, together with some zip ties, a very, very scrappy solution, and then just silicone over it so that there isn't any water coming in. So I think that just might work. We're gonna give it a try. Scrappy as hell, we know. But yeah, so crazy that it just might work. Alright, very scrappy result, but very result nonetheless. it is holding firm. And yeah, we can do the rest of the reinforcing from the inside as well. At least now, yeah, it's all staying together. There isn't just one part of the caravan that's flopping at the wind, which is great. I am going to be using this glue, this silicone that we bought on the Citizen Kane's versus String Theorists episode. Hopefully this will help keep it in place and hold it together, and also cover the holes that we made to put the straps through. It does not look beautiful, not in the slightest. We'll try to clean it up once it's all dry. Alright, try to clean it up a bit now, but I am quite confident that this will hold. This is really good.
What's really good? The corner? Yeah. The corner?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Perfect.
Alright, we're mold busting again. Nuno has been very insistent because he knows all about microbiology and I am usually blissfully ignorant. But the bleach is coming out. We're gonna spray all of these moldy beams again. The first time we did it actually helped a lot, so we're gonna keep doing that with these new ones that we've just exposed and kill all the baddies. Good. Don't have the muscles for this. There is not a lot more I can do with this today. Unfortunately, we have definitely taken some steps backwards, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I think I would love to present you with a video that is from beginning to end, one lovely narrative arc of something being achieved, but in real life that's not how it happens, unfortunately. So sometimes you just end up with this.
This is looking up. Looking down, this is looking up.
I just stepped into the house because we haven't been in here for a while. We've been so busy with the caravan and there just hasn't been much that we can do in the house without a lot more money than we have. And look at this. I can't believe how much it's grown back. We spent so long, if you've seen our earlier videos, we spent so long emptying out this house just for it to grow back again. I guess it's just one of those things that until we have a roof on this place, it's just going to keep happening. It is kind of a cool testament to how nature just wants to take over, like life wants to live, which is pretty cool to see. I do hope we can get this under control one day though. Alright, another day is done. I don't know how far we got today, but it's, yeah, definitely a 2 steps forward, one step back kind of day.
Yeah, we didn't get as much done, but we still got something done, and yeah, we do see small improvements. The wall on the caravan looks much better. The fact that there isn't a hole there is awesome.
Yeah.
The
definitely.
awning is looking up as well.
Hey.
So yeah, and I mean, 2 steps forwards, 1 step back, 1 step back, 2 steps forwards. It's just,
yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, if you want to see like more progress, when more progress happens, you can subscribe. There's a button down here. You can also join to see like some behind the scenes stuff and get early access and exclusive videos and promos and giveaways and chat with us
and
behind the scenes. Yeah, and support us.
And yeah, thank you so much for everyone that comments or drops a like.
And to our patrons who have been such a massive support
Yes.
and who help keep this project running, thank you so much.
And we'll see you all in the next
Yeah,
one.
that's it. Bye.